Okay. Back to it again. Let's see. Good morning, Justin. All right, let's do this. There. Okay. Yeah, yeah. They're not great with their thoughts, but it is what it is. Hello. It's been a long time, Lenati. Whoop. Hello. Hello, everybody. Meep. Hi, Ari. Yay. Olive Raid. Egg Raid. Stone Fruit Rave. Raid. Not rave. I would love to go to a rave. I need to get out of my mind. That would be nice, I think. I would enjoy doing that. Oh, I didn't connect my thing again. Okay. Trump, Trump, Trump is the man. All right, Doug. Stone Fruit Rave would be great. Pod Save the World raid. Oh my god. I love it so much. Thank you. Oh, it was so cute. You need to move. No, actually, you need to stay there. You need to move over though. Okay. Let's do that way. Okay. I'm no longer gray heart. Yeah, I could. Gray hearted. Well, we got 65 people in here as we're coming in. I would appreciate it if you would do all of those good things. Tap the screen, share the live out, do your daily heart me if you have not done so you're no longer grayed out. And yeah, we've got the little roses. We've got 10 of those. We can finish up that goal to get that moving along to the next. Get things going today. I don't have as structured of like an outline today as I did yesterday. I'm tired, but we have things we can talk about. We have news things we can talk about. If MAGA doesn't want to talk, so we can always do that. Bring this. Get backup account. And work wife. Hello.
Shit.
Why?
Wow, my bars are here now?
Oh, now you have bars?
Whatever, fuck you.
Ran an entire live.
With no bars. No bars. Aw, thanks, queen.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello.
They might want to yell. That's true. Trump is winning bigly over on the tubes. Is he?
Winning what? Courtney!
Loved it. So cute. Hi, Queen.
Hi, queen.
Let's see, there's 80 people in here. That's not a lot, but I will address it. I said this on Olive's live, so if you were there for that, you heard it. I'm sorry, guys. I completely was mispronouncing Alex's last name yesterday. I was saying Petri. I don't know why. My brain is frozen. I need a fucking break. I need more sleep, food, water, probably. It's Preddy. His last name is Preddy. I don't know why I was saying Petri, and there were people in the chat. I just had so many tabs going at one time that I didn't even see it. And so I apologize. You guys were doing the job of correcting me, so I thank you for that. I just fucked up. It's Alex Preddy. Trump is winning at life.
What life?
I don't know. His life, yeah. His life will be fine.
You got mushroom.
Thank you,
So
Matt.
Noah, you're gonna hide in the comments. So this is what we do for beta boys.
We mute them. Yeah, he is winning at life. His life will be great. He is setting up an exit strategy for him where he will be set to go with all of our money. That's going to be wonderful for him. I don't know what that does for you. But sure, I will open up the phone lines in just a moment. But I'm gonna do this bit of news before I do that, just because it really doesn't have anything to do with anything else other than y'all are deranged. So, man arrested after Ilhan Omar attacked during town hall in Minneapolis. The Minnesota Democrat wasn't injured and she continued speaking after the incident. I think it's probably going to be some really violent, undocumented immigrant, don't you think, Olive? Probably? Let's see.
But that's not what we saw.
Damn. Fuck. A white man? No!
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
You know, it's not like white men are the largest demographic to cause most harm against anyone, including themselves.
So yeah, this man attacked her and sprayed her with some sort of substance. Being the bad bitch she is, if you guys watched the video, she was gonna knock his ass out.
She was getting ready to run up and like take him down.
And beat his ass.
Uh-huh.
So, he's not white. Elon Musket. What? What is he?
Elon Musket?
That's his name.
Is that his actual name?
It's his name on tubes.
That's crazy.
Let's see.
Yeah, sure. All of MAGA is denouncing political violence. Oh, there we go.
And we're getting started, guys. Make sure you're doing all the good things over there. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
Okay, I voted for Trump, and I'm going to vote for Trump if he runs again.
If you want to live in delusion, I have no reason to speak to you. He can't
That goes
run
against
again.
the 22nd Amendment.
Read the Constitution. I'm not going to speak to delusional people. I have conversations based off of factual evidence and not your feelings. I have to say this every single day, but apparently I need to repeat it. We will have factual conversations. If you're going to talk about voting, please do. Actually, do it. When 2028 comes around, vote for him. He's blowing up his own party. All he is doing is blowing up any chance that a real Republican has to run because you're going to split your votes. Do it. Fucking do it. Write him in. Waste your vote. Doesn't bother me. Guys, I do have that 100 goal that I have every single day. If you could help out with that, I would appreciate it. I have the blue app, green app, and the PalPay in my bio. But if you cannot do that, just be here and tap. Let's get up to 10,000 likes. I've been having this little goal in my mind to get at least 50,000 likes an hour. So by the time it hits 11 a.m. Mountain Time here, I would like to be at 50,000, and then we can hit another 50,000 so we can hit that 100K by the end of the 2 hours that I'm on. That would be wonderful. Guys, the phone line is back open. If you would like to have conversations, we can definitely try and do that. But I brought that article back up. I'm not seeing where they list anything to his race not being white. So.
And he's more than likely Republican, and I thought MAGA was denouncing any form of political violence, especially after you know who. So, are you denouncing violence, MAGA, or are you encouraging it? What is it? Because you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Where's his full fucking name? I don't know why it's giving me just his last name. I need his... Oh, maybe it's up here. Yep. Anthony James, and I'm going to butcher his last name. Anthony James Kazmierczak. Kazmierczak. So some sort of Eastern European name. He's not white. Try again. Elon Musket.
Chicky, I found another right there.
I find them all the time. But I have trichotillomania, so I just pull them out.
Damn. You only let political violence in Minnesota. Apparently, that is true.
Yeah. Stop deferring agents, deferring them from arresting criminals, Dale. Dale, come talk about it. Let's talk about deferring agents. That's not what anybody's doing. They can still do their job. Speaking of shitbags, have we seen this video? Where did I put it? No, I put it in ICE activities. ICE activities. Yep. ICE agent. Here we go. I know you guys will call in now when I play this because you don't like it when I play stuff. Have we seen this ICE agent, guys?
I will tell you this, brother.
What?
You know, I will tell you this. You raise your voice, I raise your voice.
If I raise my voice, you'll erase my...
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious? You
Yeah.
said if I raise my voice, you'll erase my voice?
I will tell you this, brother.
One
What?
more
You
time.
know, I will tell you this. You raise your voice, I raise your voice.
If I raise my voice, you'll erase my...
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious? You
Yeah.
said if I raise my voice, you'll erase my voice?
So maybe you should worry about cleaning up your own backyard before telling us what the fuck we need to do about ICE agents. Yes, and an ICE agent with an accent. Where's he from? Even Walls is on board. Did I see the protesters get arrested? I saw the protesters specifically who broke windows at the Hilton Hotel get arrested. They didn't get arrested for protesting. They got arrested for breaking the law of damaging property on the hotel property. That's not Walls agreeing. That's Walls following the law. I know you guys don't know what that looks like because you have a 34 count felon in office. So I know that you guys have a tough time with that. What the law actually looks like. Yes, for vandalism. But protesters who are just protesting are fine. I'm not ignoring your comments. There are multiple comments coming through at the same time. I have 3 different chats. I know you don't know what that's like because you hate your job, but I have 3 different chats and it's hard to keep up sometimes, just so you know. Okay, let's do...
They still have us as ASAP. Speaking of that, if you currently reside in states like Tennessee after the ice storm, I highly suggest if you have enough data in your phone to send emails and call Bill Lee, I suggest you do. Bill Lee will not allow other linemen to come and work in Tennessee because Tennessee does not pay linemen good money from other states. There are over 100,000 people without power and heat. And yet they only sent out 300 NES workers. Just saying.
What is this? Let's see. This. No, I'm not watching it. I would rather read it. It's January 27th.
I'm so full of it. Captain Kirk, come up. Let's have a conversation.
Was this Fox article supposed to help you, by the way? Person in the tubes chat. Was this article supposed to help you? Agitators swarm Tim Walz' office in Minnesota Capitol to demand immigration justice. That doesn't mean they're going against Walz. It's just a good, decent place to get a headline is to march to your Capitol. Don't know if you've ever done a protest before. We usually march to the Capitol of our city. It's something that we do. So this doesn't help you. What they wanted, which is, this shows the bias, is that they called them agitators and not protesters. You called them protesters on the tubes chat, actually. But that they went because they want reform. They were chanting, ICE out now and do your job. They want him to do more, but he can't really do more right now until Trump decides to stop being an authoritarian asshole. Anyway, Captain Kirk, how are you today?
I'm good. Hey, I'll be right back. I got to jump on a meeting, but I'll be back, okay?
Sure.
No one's gonna miss you.
Anyway,
If you're that upset about what I said, then contact Bill Lee to tell him to do more for the linemen.
because he doesn't want to give the money he could steal to people that help the state public. What? That sentence didn't even make any sense. Can you even cook is crazy. I can. Do you know what Aqua Tofana is, Maitland? Walls didn't turn on anybody. You guys should probably go look at his most recent posts on Twitter. Walls didn't turn on anyone. Trump blinked like he always does. Thanks for calling the stream. Weren't you the one who said you would vote for Trump again?
Yeah, we.
Go away. Let's see. All right. Also, in the news, Ecuador says ICE agent attempted to enter its Minneapolis consulate. The government of Ecuador has condemned what it described as an attempt by a U.S. federal immigration agent to enter the Ecuadorian consulate in Minneapolis. The agent was prevented from gaining access by consular officials who acted to guarantee the protection of the Ecuadorians who were inside the consulate at the time, a statement by Ecuador's foreign minister said. Ecuador, whose president is an ally of Trump, has filed an official complaint. The incident comes at a time of high tension because of everything going on in Minneapolis right now. Ecuador's foreign ministry said in a statement that an agent of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency had tried to enter the premises of the consulate at 11 local time on Tuesday. Under the 1963 Vienna Convention on Consular Relations, consular premises are considered inviolable. According to the convention, the authorities of the country where the consulate is located shall not enter the parts of the consulate used for work except with the consent of the head of the consular post. Ecuador said its officials had not consented to ICE entering the consulate. And then they talk about the video. I will go grab that. I have that as well. Okay. Here
You
go.
people need to wake up. It's all fake. What?
What's all fake, Rick?
Relax. Okay, relax. I did not enter. If you touch me, I will grab you. If you touch me, I will grab you. Okay. Okay. You can let it. Okay, well, don't touch me. Okay. You can let it. You can let it. All right, let's go. You can let it. This is the consulate. This is the foreign government property. You can let it. Right? I'm going to close the door. Bye. Yeah. Over there. All right. Yeah.
Sí, le estoy filmando.
No, pero ya tenía cuando... ¿Qué viste? Quisieron perseguir a las personas acá. Salí, pasaron de corriendo. Me tocó hablar con mi...
And then it repeats. That is ICE trying to enter the Ecuadorian consulate in Minnesota. They have no legal right to do that. Yeah, he did say, used to hear that when I was a kid too. Déjalo. When are you guys going to wake up? Why are you guys okay with an authoritarian state just because it's not against you? Because guess what? Pendulums swing. Pendulums swing hard, and it's going to swing back. I'm of the mindset that I would like to keep with the Constitution and go back to rule of law. But if we can't do that, that's fine. I'll take a page out of Steve's book and we can just do it the other way then. Anybody who has a MAGA hat is now a threat to the United States of America and needs to be detained. Oh, they're in a fucking coma. Yeah, Blue, I agree. Because we're not illegal, that's why. Neither are people who are in the Ecuadorian consulate. Dummy. Gonna kick out citizens? Are you? You guys are gonna try?
You've done it before. You'll do it again. You're not going
Again,
to stop.
The phone line is open. If you can give me information about how this is legal and being done, other than the fact that you just like it because you're mediocre and have to put other people down, I'd like to see it. But you don't have it.
I also don't think Meg understands that if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, you're not safe either.
MAGA.
They didn't go after Renee Good just for no good reason. She was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. They didn't just go after Alex. Wrong place, wrong time. Because God forbid he tries to defend a woman that got pushed down to the fucking ground.
You guys keep tapping that screen. Let's get to 20,000 likes while we're sitting here. MAGA, I have a question for you, specifically mostly on the tubes, because you guys aren't really in the TikTok chat for the most part. Is Donald Trump pro 2A? Is he a 2A absolutionist?
I don't know, because the government took away Alex's gun. He's
Nobody
also
wants to
been one of
answer?
them.
Nobody wants to answer that? Thank you, Beemore.
It's a
It's a
cat.
gamer cat. Is he a 2A absolutist? Show me. Oh. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
FEMA Region 3, voted for Trump 3 times.
Did he say FEMA?
Where are you? What state are you in?
FEMA Region 3?
What is that?
Do you not know the FEMA regions?
No.
Oh.
That's not a gotcha. I can admit when I don't know something. What are the FEMA regions?
Am I on right now, or is this a call screener?
No, you're absolutely on right now. What are the FEMA regions? Can you tell me? Because I don't know.
What are I'm sorry, I was just scrolling through. Are you saying that kicking people out of the country that aren't here legally is illegal? Is that the premise of what you're getting at here?
Nope, that's not what I said. I said how he is doing it is illegal. But first, I still need your age for TikTok terms of service.
27.
All right. Did you think that the shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
Justified. I mean, they were both good shoots.
What the
I
fuck
think he's a
does that
soft
mean?
Yeah, it's like how FEMA breaks up emergency funding. Why wouldn't you just answer your state? That's just silly. No, thank you.
Yeah, FEMA Region 3 is West Virginia.
Why did I hang up? Because that's a
Virginia.
disgusting way to talk about the execution of United States citizens. So, no thanks. No, thank you. Also, yes, both good shoots is also not proper English. Oh, okay. You didn't want to? You guys, I have those little heart puffs. Let's make sure we get some of those going, too. I asked a question. Nobody answered, by the way. Is Donald Trump a 2A absolutist? Nobody in the Tubes chat answered. You know why? You know why they didn't answer? Because he's not. And I have videos from both of his terms to prove it. Let's watch the first one, shall we?
Take the guns first.
By the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early, like in this crazy man's case that just took place in Florida. He had a lot of firearms. They saw everything. To go to court would have taken a long time. So you could do exactly what you're saying, but take the guns first, go through due process second. By the time you go to court,
Take the guns first, go through due process second. Huh. Well, that's not very Second Amendment of him. How about yesterday? I'm so sorry about the plane noise, guys. Again, I don't understand why the noise is that bad, but turn it down a little bit. Well, no, because you're going to need to be able to hear him. You can't have guns. You can't walk in with guns. You can't do that. You can't walk in with guns. He's so 2A. So Republican. This isn't 2A, you dunce. Come tell me how not. How is it not? That doesn't make any sense. But you can tell me about it. If you call in. If you're not too scared to call in. But you are. That one.
You guys can't defend your man anymore. There's nothing to defend. Tom West, it's the same as her username here. It's just Monty Duck.
The let's see. John on the tubes, thank you for the $2 super chat. What are we discussing and what's your stance? We are talking about why people are still supporting Trump when he's not doing anything beneficial for the American people. He's actually, the American people are being executed under his stance. Hey, FEMA, consent is a thing. Stop calling.
Hey, FEMA.
If I hung up on you, I obviously no longer want to talk to you. Why don't men understand consent?
What? Next time he calls him, scream. Just let us know next time. Just scream at him. Yeah, everyone knows you got to take your headphones out.
I 100% voted for this. You voted for Donald Trump to lie to you and to kill American citizens. That's what you voted for. He tried to pull FEMA funding, but they told him no. By the way, his own administration can't even back him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Blame game erupts over Trump's team sought massacre. False claim. They run through a lovely, lovely little timeline here. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is under fire for issuing misleading and incendiary information that claimed immigration agents killed an armed Minnesota protester Saturday because he wanted to, quote, massacre them. Oh, now you guys want to call me mad again?
Is it him?
No, I blocked that number.
Aw.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? Age, state, and who did you vote for? Okay. John,
There's
thank
no
you.
way you can pocket dial this shit.
No. John, thank you for the $10 super chat. Not going to say much. Enjoy the 10, but please don't hate men. There's good and bad on both sides. Correct, but all men do benefit from the system of patriarchy.
All men till it's no men. If it
they
makes you
all
upset,
benefit.
go cry about it.
I do appreciate it. I have a husband. But he also benefits from the oppression of women. That is just something that is a true fact. All right. White House officials are blaming Customs and Border Patrol for furnishing inaccurate information while others are targeting Stephen Miller, White House Deputy Chief of Staff and top Trump advisor. 6 sources with knowledge of the situation told Axios. Let's see. So Noem said, everything I've done at the direction of the president and Stephen, Noem told a person who relayed her remarks to Axios. So she's throwing the president and Stephen Miller under the bus to save her ass. Does this one have his? Let's see. Obviously, this is the conversation about the fact that they immediately lied, right? The officers directly involved in the shooting all shut up and got lawyers real quick, so there wasn't a lot of information, a source said. Any early comments made were based on information sent to the White House through CBP, Miller told Axios in response to an earlier version of this story. DHS posted a statement that day. Others within the White House attempted to clean up the DHS statement prior to it being sent, but it had already been disseminated. President Trump was kept apprised of the statement by Miller and Noem's top advisor, Corey Lewandowski, one of Trump's former campaign managers in 2016, according to 2 sources. Why do you keep calling and hanging up on yourself? Why you do that? So the vice president reposted Stephen Miller's post calling Alex Preddy an assassin, which is insane. Oh, now you will call. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hi, good morning to you. Name's Ian, 43, Welsh American, and ICE, though they may take our cities and though they may take our lives, they will never take our freedom. The bagpipes will rise and the crime rates will fall. You're number one in Ireland and Wales. I love you, Moni.
Love you.
Was going to happen.
Murder rate already going down, down, down.
Did you see my face?
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? Why do you keep calling if you're not going to actually talk? I will.
My
block your
face
number.
changed.
I
was like,
where are we going with this? Okay. What else did we have? Bovino should be blamed for the misinformation about Preddy, not Stephen, a White House source said. So we're trying to save Stephen now. Is it that same number? I swear, no, it's not. Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Excuse me, sorry, it cut off.
Thanks for calling the stream. Age, state, and who did you vote for?
Oh, page 36, state, Florida. I voted for Trump.
Okay. Did you think that the shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
The Alex guy, yeah.
It was
Renee,
justified? It was
I don't-
justified for him to die?
Listen, can I speak to Gorlock?
I don't know who that is, but sure.
Oh, he was talking about me.
Oh, well, no.
That's what they
not
call
through
me over on
phone
the
line.
tubes.
Through the phone lines, you can't. So yeah, basically there's a giant blame game of all of them now. And I showed you that yesterday. I believe I showed that video yesterday where they were asking Caroline Levitt about Trump. Does Trump feel that way about Alex Preddy? And she wouldn't answer because she knows, what are they going to do? They can't say that. I just don't, again, I said this yesterday. You guys have no fucking scruples. You guys have no fucking values. Nothing. You will trade everything away for Donald Trump, who's doing nothing for you. Hi, Dragon's Kilt over on the Purple Witch. I see you. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to say hi yet. What else did I want to go over? Where is the other? Not that one. Let's see. We're going to listen to this together too. Oh, turn this back on, I guess. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Trump.
Age and state?
Say again.
Age and the state that you voted in?
Age of the state that I voted in?
Age and the state that you voted in.
Oh, I'm 56.
Okay,
in
and
Kentucky.
what? Okay. Did you think that the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
That's too simplified of a question. There are too many nuances.
There's not nuance to that. There's no nuance to that. There's no nuance to that. None. Absolutely none. No nuance to state-sanctioned murder. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Did you want an answer, or did you just?
I don't
want
want
to hear
play
what you,
nuance when the government is killing U.S. citizens. No.
Then you have.
No. I said no. I said no. Thank you for calling the stream. Age. Oh, okay. Or hang up on yourself. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state. Who'd you vote for?
California, 32. I voted for Trump.
All right. Did you think that the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
Quick question.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state. Who'd you vote for?
Hey, fuck off, you cunt.
Okay. They're upsetty spaghetti today, guys. Keep booping that screen. 209 of you in here. Let's get that up to 30,000 likes while we're sitting here. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state. Who'd you vote for?
32, California. Voted for Trump.
All right. Did you think that the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
Yes.
Cool. Fuck off. Thank you for calling the... Why do you keep hanging up on yourself? That's so weird to me. No. You obviously don't know how to work a phone. Try again another day, sweetheart. It's okay. It's all right. It'll be okay. All right. Let's try over here then. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Drives cellular inflammation. If your cells are inflamed, you are aging prematurely.
MAGA.
Yes, 65. Trump all the way, even 2028.
What state were you in?
I don't know how that works
Florida.
either.
That's fine. Vote for him. Write him in. I don't care. Destroy your own party.
Hey,
Did you
listen,
think that the
keep
shooting
rolling your
deaths? Did
eyes
you think
up,
that
girl.
the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
Absolutely, 100%.
I don't think he's gonna live till 2028.
Also that part. Actually, I had, where the fuck did I put that? Let's see if I can find it. There was an ally of his recently of Slovakia who said he was concerned. Let's see.
Also, 221 people in here. If everyone just sends $1, we can get over Monica's goal. Links are in the BIO. Also, to the tubes and the Purple Witch app, you guys can both contribute to it, whether you are friendly or non. Links are in the BIO. If you want to get rid of me, because I know the tubes don't like the warlock or whatever the fuck you want to call me, if you can finish her goal, I will drop for 30 seconds. But I will
Terms
drop
and conditions may
nonetheless.
apply.
Yes.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? Okay, why do you guys do that?
Sorry, I was while you were talking to Trump supporters, I was bored and I decided to take some.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? I can just block your number. It's totally fine. You'll just have to make another one. Okay.
I was just doing pictures.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Trump.
Age and state? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Oh, hello. I voted for Trump.
Your age and your state, please.
Yeah, I'm 32 and I'm in Indiana right now.
Okay. Did you think the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
No, I mean, of course not. That would be insane to say that, like, murdering someone, whether or not it was an accident, is justified. I mean, that was, like, such an unfortunate situation. I have Hispanic heritage, and so this whole situation has been, like, really weird for me. But also, I mean, I'm also a very spiritual person, so I believe that everybody's reincarnated, you know, and so I'm hoping that those souls get to where they need to be so they can make those lands, I guess, better. Not that ours is perfect.
Sure. I mean, so are you still supporting Trump right now?
Well, I mean, how could I support? I mean, I'm kind of just, it was really, I was actually just doing like tarot cards. You could totally hang up if this is crazy, but at the time I wanted to vote, or I wasn't sure who I was going to vote, because originally I was like a big Bernie supporter. When I lived in California, I was like, yeah, Bernie, you know, and then they switched him out for Hillary, and I was like, didn't she like murder all those people or you know, supposedly?
She
So
personally did not murder anybody.
You
But
talking?
I mean, I would assume so, because that would be
right. I mean, if
difficult.
you want if you want me to agree in a sense that anybody who is involved in a government where they had innocent civilians in any way, shape, or form who died, they every president in the history of ever could be charged with war crimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I really have you looked into the Barron Trump what's it called? It's like The Adventures of Little Baron Trump that was written like 100 years ago. Have you looked into that book?
I have not. I will ask you though, do you plan to vote in the midterms?
Oh, please educate me on your opinion on that.
Well, all I ask of people is to ensure that they know like what congressional district they are in and who is running, and regardless of whether it has an R or a D next to their name, to actually look into their policies and make sure they're voting for, from the local up, what's going to be best for their community. That's really all I ask people to do.
That's totally what I do. I mean, it doesn't, the letter doesn't have anything to do with how I vote.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like state elections?
So it depends, like I said, it depends on what state you're in, whether you do have somebody who's up congressionally, which will be a federal seat, but also, yes, from the bottom up. I mean, that is like something as simple as your energy board, your water board, your city council, your school board. I want everybody to vote anytime there's anything, the ballot measures that are coming up. I want to make sure that people are involved in the process.
Do you think that you would ever like kind of talk about that more, or do you think that this topic is, I guess, more beneficial
I try to get
or
there
for the public?
So I try to get there. I can't lie that I have to kind of use this background to be a little bit rage baited to get people in. If I just post a talking about midterms background, I'm not going to have viewers, and that sucks. I hate the way the algorithm works. It's stupid because I'd much rather talk about this. But I try to get there even with Trump supporters. I just can't get past the fact of the shooting right now. And if they're going to justify it, then I just have no more conversation with them.
That is very fair. I saw you for like 2 seconds hanging up on the ones who were saying yes, and I was like, well, I'm not going to say yes, so this is probably a good day for me to call.
Yeah, no, and that works perfectly.
Well, I just want to say quickly, there's probably no spiritual community in this a chat, but maybe there is. And if there is, I would just like to say, please, like, look into like ancient documents regarding, I don't know, reincarnation, I guess, because it's not all sad and bad and gloomy. It's not like people just live like one life and then boom, they're dead.
That's
it's
minimized.
Like a lot more
I
magical
know, but
than that.
yeah, I mean, and that is one spiritual belief, and I have no problem with that. People can believe how they want to believe and believe in reincarnation, but as of being on this plane, I think that people should make that choice to be on this plane, and it shouldn't be the state's job to take that life from you. So, that's what I would say. But I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for being civil.
Okay, thanks. Love you.
I love the Lord.
I understand where she was coming from, but I feel like
absolutely.
If people want to correct me, please correct me, send me messages, yell at me, let me know if I say something wrong. Saying like at least they'll be reincarnated, I get that's how people think, and that's how people work around religion work around
it's coping with grief. It's the same way that every religion does. That's why I don't have
and
that
that's
big of an issue with
understandable.
it. Yeah.
But and if it's wrong for me to say this, someone let me know in the chat. I personally think that minimizes the fact that people are being murdered in daylight.
No, because she disagrees with
so
it.
If I said something wrong,
I think she disagrees with it. She absolutely said she disagrees with it and doesn't think it's justified. I think it's the same way we have with Christianity or any other religion. It is a way for us to cope with death, because death, as you and I know, is a very, very hard thing to cope with. It doesn't go away. That feeling of loss doesn't go away. So, I mean, there is that. Koba Kano, thank you for the $2 super chat. Trump 2028, best president in U.S. history, W. Trump. I mean, I'll take your hate money too. That's totally fine. You can absolutely do that. But thanks. Appreciate you. And I'll open the phone lines back up.
JK, I will if you start. You go play Frogger first.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Should get rid of that ugly lady.
Pay to get me kicked off. I told you guys over on the tube. Pay for it. Pay to have me off. I bet you won't. Y'all are a bunch of sad, brokies.
Anyway, not that the Telegraph is a very, the Telegraph is not a very reliable source, but this is information that we're getting supposedly. I would love to see it from a more verified source. Trump ally worried about psychological state of dangerous president. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
I voted for Trump in 2028.
You already did?
Yes, I already did.
What's it
Is
look
that
like in
wrong?
the future?
I'm sorry.
What does it look like in the future?
It looks, it's going to be the double golden age.
Sure. Slovakia's prime minister privately told European leaders he was worried about Donald Trump's psychological state, according to diplomats. Robert Fico, an ally of the U.S. president, told counterparts at an emergency EU summit that his face-to-face meeting with the U.S. president had been, quote, shocking. He is one of the few leaders to support Mr. Trump's stance on Europe's weakness. The president came off as dangerous during their meeting.
That's wild.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Yeah, I'm 38. I'm in New York. I voted for Trump.
Okay. Did you think that the shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Yeah, why'd you hang up on me?
Because consent. Because I can. By the way, guys, if you were in my stream yesterday and you heard the wonderful take of me doing Bible things, I did add it to the soundboard. Thank you, Eli.
You disagree with God?
So that exists now.
You disagree with God? That should be one of our stickers.
Oh, gosh. Won't even have a convo. No, I will not have a conversation with people who think that state-sanctioned violence, where they then just get moved around like the Catholic Church without an actual investigation taking place. I will not talk to those people. Why? Why should I talk to those people? You guys want me to all right, let's talk about tariffs. Meanwhile, in the background is this giant elephant that you're totally okay with U.S. citizens being murdered. No. I'm not going to talk to you about immigration. I'm not going to talk to you about the economy. What is there for you to still support if you think that this violence is justified? What is there to support? What? 268 people in here. Let's get those likes up to 40,000 likes. We've got about a little over 10 minutes to get those up to 50,000 because that's my little goal. I would love it if you guys could do that for me. What was it? Oh, this was the
reminder too. If you don't want me up here, you have to pay to get me off.
Yep, nobody has touched my goal. It would be wonderful if you guys could support. I am here every day talking to them so you don't have to. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Knock, knock.
Men are funny. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hello.
Hi, age, state, and who'd you vote for?
My name's Robert. I'm in California, and I voted for Kamala.
Oh, well, WU. Do you plan to vote in your midterms?
I think we need to address the elephant in the room, and that's that.
Why do men? He's in Washington State, by the way. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Yeah, this is George from the other day.
George sounds a little more sober than not the other day, but yesterday.
Very much sober.
I want to speak
She
to
can't.
Gorlock.
You know that you sound like Gorlock, right? Maybe you should take your own advice for what Gorlock sounds like first.
I love it. They can't even talk to me, and they want to talk to me so fucking bad.
Obsessed. Cool beans. Oh, that's ringing without ringing. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
22, Jaden, and I did not vote in that last election.
Okay. Do you plan to vote in your midterms?
Absolutely.
All right. Do you know your congressional district in your state and who your congressional representative is?
I'm here in rural Esplanada. I do not know, but I do know how to find out.
Okay, perfect. As long as you know how to find out, that's awesome. And you plan to vote down ballot as well?
Absolutely. If I felt like my vote mattered in the 2024 election for my state, I would have voted for Trump. Now my opinion has changed. I feel like now I am, no matter what happens, I'm going to be voting Democrat. Down ballots, doesn't matter. What I've seen is just too far.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, all I ask of people is to look into policies. I think I agree with you. Definitely this time around, it is mostly just for harm mitigation to really, because Congress isn't doing anything to stop him like they should. So we need people in there who are going to put a leash on him. I absolutely agree with you in that way. The only thing I would tell you is that your vote does matter, because if it didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying so hard to take it away.
Absolutely. I understand that now, and release the Epstein files.
Yep, absolutely. Release the Epstein files. Well, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See, we can have good conversations. I mean, he didn't vote for Trump, but he said he would have. So look, it's okay to say that you regret your vote or would-be vote. It is okay. This man doesn't care about you. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hi, 23. I am from New Hampshire, and I did vote for Trump.
All right. Do you think that the shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
Do I think they're justified? I don't really. I vote for him for accelerationist purposes. I'm trying to destroy this.
Cool. I bet you have the privilege of not being harmed, though, in that process, right? Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hi, I voted for Trump.
Okay, age and state?
So I'm 32 and I'm from Indiana, and I
we
called
just-
a little bit ago,
Yes.
and I just kind of listened back to what you guys were saying, and I couldn't hear the lady at the bottom because hers is kind of muted from the phone. But I just wanted to say, like, I didn't bring up reincarnation as like a grieving technique. It's something that I actually have like looked into and
You
stuff
have
like that. And if you-
factual proof of reincarnation?
Well, I could do lots of techniques, I guess, to kind of figure out. It's like tarot reading. Have you guys ever gotten a tarot reading?
No, but again, it is still faith-based.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
It's still faith-based. There's no scientific evidence of reincarnation, so it is still faith-based, and I don't have a problem with faith-based, but then it is cope. It is a process to understand death. It is not proven.
Well, I guess I have my own personal scientific evidence, but you'd have to come be with me to to look at that.
Sure. Well, I do appreciate you calling in, but yeah, I don't think there's no scientific proof of reincarnation. It's a lovely idea. Maybe my dad is walking around there somewhere, but that'd be weird that he hasn't shown up. But we're not doing that. So thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? Wow, so much noise. Thank you for calling the stream. How are you guys doing that? You guys are, because I'm getting a million different voicemails. They're such cucky little bitches that they have to fucking spam because they know they can't defend their man, so they have to be assholes. I know, you guys. I know it's tough. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hi. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Age, state, and who'd you vote for?
I'm in Massachusetts. I didn't hear the first thing.
age and
I
the-
voted for.
Okay.
I voted in 2016, 2020, and 2024 for Donald J. Trump.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 45.
All right. Did you think that the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
So I saw the first one, the girl. Yes, obviously. The second one I haven't seen
Yes, it was.
footage of.
It was justified.
The first one, yes. I mean, They
had no legal right to approach her at her vehicle. So no, it wasn't justified. because they shouldn't have approached her vehicle at all. They have no jurisdiction over United States citizens, regardless of them possibly impeding the road. If they are impeding the roadway, what they need to do is they then need to go and call Minneapolis State Police, Minneapolis PD, to come handle that. That's what would need to happen. Cool, thanks. Glad we covered that. Yeah, they're lost, Sunkiz. They're gone. 8 USC 1357. What does that have to do? Show me where it says citizen in there, SWAT Legacy. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for or don't. That's what they're doing. They're leaving messages in there. Doing that. Got it. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Oh, thank you for letting me back on. You cut me off. So about Excel.
Now I just have to find all of you so I can block you. You know what we'll do? We'll just turn it off because you guys don't want to have serious conversations. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? All right. Anyway, we're gonna get back to this now. What did I have? Where did I have the polling? Let's see. This was in Trump Hates America, I think. All right. So Trump was speaking in Iowa yesterday. As we know, he likes to lie. So he's going to talk about his polling numbers.
It doesn't make sense. Even if a president did well, they seem to lose the midterms. But hopefully we're going to change that around. We're doing great. We have the best polling numbers we've ever had. We have the best numbers in the country, lowest crime numbers in the history of our country. It doesn't make sense. Even if a president did well, they seem to lose the midterms. But hopefully we're going to change that around. We're doing great. We have the best polling numbers we've ever had. We have the best numbers in the country, lowest crime.
So we have the best polling numbers we've ever had. What poll is he looking at? Because we went over...
The one that... Oh, wait, never mind. I can't say that on the internet.
Say we have this one. Let me bring up the immigration one again. Where did I put that one?
That's what I was thinking, Stacy.
Okay. So we'll go over this one that I brought up yesterday, which is going to be the polling in regards to immigration, and then we'll do his economy polling.
ICE, DHS, Kristi Noem have been a political disaster because just take a look here. I mean, ICE's net approval rating during Trump's term, you go back to term number one, look, it's pretty even at 0 points. You go to June 2025.
I don't know why
that
it
was when
cuts
all
like that. It's weird.
Stuff was going on in Los Angeles. They dropped down. Look at this, minus 17 points, way in the basement. But then after Minneapolis, it's even lower, minus 27 points on the net approval rating of ICE. Of course, this all being done under Kristi Noem. So, no, what's going on in Minneapolis is not popular at all. What's been going on during this second term under ICE, under the Trump administration, under Kristi Noem, has very much not been popular, and it's only been getting more and more unpopular. ICE.
So, not doing well with immigration. All right. Make sure that's working. Okay. And then we have economy.
The economy and inflation ate Joe Biden's presidency alive. And now
real quick, Andy, I knew you guys were going to do this because I talked about it yesterday. CNN is a joke. What polls was Harry Enton talking about from CNN? Because I said this yesterday. It was Fox polling. It was Quinnipiac. It was Siena. It's called an aggregate, Andy. It's not CNN polling anything. This isn't Harry Enton polling anything. These are polls that were done by multiple different polling sources, and an aggregate was created. He is underwater. Find me a poll, Andy. Go find me one. Go find Rasmussen. Go find me a poll where he is above water right now.
Now it is eating Donald Trump's presidency alive. I mean, just take a look here. Net approval rating on the economy. You go back to this point in the Joe Biden presidency, he was 19 points underwater. You go into Donald Trump's presidency, hey, he started off in the positive territory at plus 6 points. But down he goes, down the slide into the ocean he goes, negative 20 points. Donald Trump is actually in slightly worse position right now in the economy than Joe Biden was in this presidency. And of course, Joe Biden, as I said at the top, the economy ate his presidency alive. And right now, it is eating Donald Trump's presidency alive.
A lot of the focus the last few days, understandably, has been on the immigration crackdown. Is that what Americans want to see?
No, this is the whole thing. You know, why is Donald Trump going into Iowa right now? And it is because of this. I mean, Trump administration is focusing too little on lowering prices. The vast majority, 3 in 4 Americans, say he's focusing too little on lowering prices. That's why he's going into Iowa. What is he focusing too much on? He's focusing too much on deportations at 53.
I don't know. I will say, I don't know why Harry Anton's voice is like that. He voices like he's a sportscaster almost, like, and he's getting towards the field, he's getting to the end, and we're gonna, like, I don't know why he gets so revved up about polling numbers, but he does. I apologize for that, but that's what he does.
3%. The Americans want to focus on the economy and lowering prices. They don't want on the deportations, and right now, they think it's flipperoo, and that's why Donald Trump, again, going into Iowa, trying to flip that script, a script
He's also from the 1950s, flipperoo.
that right now the American people do not like.
For full disclosure, I cheated and actually read ahead on this presentation. This next slide, I think, is the most interesting. What do we know about when presidents aren't doing well with the economy, how that affects the midterms?
I'm going to forgive John for skipping ahead here, but the audience will follow along with the lesson plan as it was supposed to be told. Take a look here. The president's party, the average midterm House seat loss. If the president's net approval rating on the economy is positive, which Donald Trump isn't, you keep your House seats lost to a minimal, right? You lose about 9 seats on average. If it is negative, the president is not liked on the economy. If his net approval rating in the economy is negative, as it is right now for Donald Trump, look at the average House seat loss. It's a 28-seat loss on average, which would wave adios amigos, goodbye, see you later, that a House majority, and it probably would put the Senate majority in danger as well. When a president is seen negative on the economy, his party suffers. Big league, to put into President Trump's language, big league when it comes to the midterm election.
And that's just negative. That doesn't even account for negative 20 on the economy. All right, going to Iowa, there will be an open Senate seat there. What are the prediction markets saying about that seat?
Okay, so if you know anything about Iowa, recent politics in Iowa, right? The president won it by double digits. He's won it all 3 times. There has not been a Democratic senator that was a non-incumbent Democrat to win an Iowa Senate seat since 19...
I'm going to stop it there because I wouldn't put a lot of stock into possible wins in Iowa. I think that sets us up for failure. I'm not saying don't try. Do the things, get out there, phone bank, canvas, do all of the things that you can to try and flip that seat. At the very least, even if you don't win the seat, you bring the margin down. So instead of being a plus whatever Trump seat, you can bring that margin down. Similarly to things we saw in, was that Tennessee, Afton Ben? Where
Yeah, that was Tennessee District 7.
where they didn't win. But
But they closed the
margin
margin.
was way too close for comfort for the GOP. So I
They
think
went
that's
from
very
double
important.
digits. They went from double digits to single digit.
Correct. So I think that's very important. Real quick, I do have to say a big W and thank you. I'm going to guess based off of the name that this is K-Mark, who I usually see in the TikTok chat. So WK Mark for the $10 on the Green app. Appreciate all the work you do. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well.
Was
Thank you
that
for
a
being here
kick
and
for
support.
me? I'm confused.
A kick for you, not for 10. But
Not
thank you so
true.
much, K-Mark. All right, I'm trying to go through these a little bit. Let's see. So yeah, again, does a Trumpster have a poll for me where he's doing well? I'd like to see it. I would legitimately, I'm not being an asshole, I would like to see it.
Ma'am, I don't know why I'm so supporting this person.
You shouldn't. You don't have to cry about it. Just don't do it anymore, honey. It's okay.
Men need therapy.
They do. This is actually true. The fact this broad uses TikTok. You mean the app that he tried to get rid of? You mean that one? He's the reason that it went through the court system. You know that, right? It was his fault. I don't know if you've been on TikTok lately. It's wonky as fuck. It's having fucking issues all over the place because, don't know if you know this, United States servers are trash. So they take things that belong to other people, colonization, and make it worse. I'm shocked by that. He didn't block the ban. He just is kicking the can down the road. He's technically violating a Supreme Court order. But they divested when he was kicking the can down the road because he couldn't force the sale, right? The Supreme Court forced the sale and they divested and they're now owned partially by Oracle and it's running like shit. Congratulations. Didn't work well, did it? Okay, where was this one? Oh, I was going to play this one because I didn't get a chance to hear it, but he's talking about Liam Ramos, the 5-year-old who was sent to the Texas detention facility with his father. We can update about that information after I talk about it, which this would be after that information from the judge came out.
It's going to be difficult when the New York Times runs a picture of a little kid being taken away from their mother. It's going to be difficult. And by the way, that basically happened to you a week ago. It was propaganda and it was false about a 5-year-old.
By the way, it was a totally false story
totally
about the
fake
5-year-old.
story. It's going to be difficult when
it's not real. Liam wasn't taken to the Dilley facility in Texas, guys, except that he was.
And you know what the court said?
Yep, that's what I'm bringing up. Interesting. It's not real, guys. In an order issued Monday, U.S. District Judge Fred Beery said that Liam and his father, Adrian Conejo Arias, cannot be removed from the district in Texas pending the habeas case challenging their detention. That kid? It's fake? What? Donald Trump, what? Why does he lie to you? Why do you let him lie to you? Why do you do that? Why do you let him lie to you?
Trump supporters are content with being lied to by not only Trump himself, but DHS, many other agencies, because you can't think for yourself. You guys don't know how to. You guys don't have the logical brain power to do so.
You guys are that fucking sunk cost fallacy that when he openly lies to you, you have to believe it and spin it. You're that far gone, huh? Which is fine. Yep. We will leave you behind. You will not have this forever. It's not going to be a thing.
And when your great-grandkids ask, what did you do during this time when this man was in office? Are you going to tell them that you stood up for democracy? Or are you going to tell them that I stood on my knees and just took it?
And they're losing court cases all over the place, by the way.
Every time they go to court, you know what happens, Monica?
They lose.
Well, besides that, who's paying for the court case?
Oh, we are. The American taxpayers. So this weekend, criminal illegal alien Jose Miguel Espinoza from Guatemala rammed our ICE officer's vehicle with his own. The same vehicle Jose used to ram us was previously used to transport criminal illegal aliens. This was on January 18th that the ICE Twitter posted this. Oh, case dismissed for man arrested in Virginia ICE operation. The criminal case against Jose Espinoza, I don't know why it says Espinoza, accusing him of assaulting, resisting, or impeding a federal officer has been dismissed. Espinoza was arrested on January 16, 2026 by federal agents near the Cazadores Mexican restaurant in Virginia. Agents said that he was in a car they suspected was transporting illegal aliens. Excuse me. On the morning of January 26, 2026, a federal judge dismissed the case. Court records say the federal government did not present any witnesses to meet its burden of establishing that the complaint against Espinoza was supported by probable cause. The U.S. Attorney's Office moved to dismiss the case.
Hey, so I just got a little bit of service for a second there. I was able to see. So Trump is saying that Omar staged her own attack.
He's projecting hard.
Also, apparently Iran wants to talk to Trump as he's deploying U.S. ships.
Oh, well, I was gonna read that actually. His truth, because that's another instance of interesting that I find. So this was his truth. A massive armada is heading to Iran. It is moving quickly with great power, enthusiasm, and purpose. It is a larger fleet headed by the great aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln than that sent to Venezuela. Like with Venezuela, it is ready, willing, and able to rapidly fulfill its mission with speed and violence if necessary. Hopefully, Iran will quickly come to the table and negotiate a fair and equitable deal. No nuclear weapons. Wait, I thought we took care of it. I thought we obliterated it. I'm confused.
Also, apparently the two the officers involved in Alex's murder is now on administrative leave. In my opinion, all of them who were present there should be on leave.
Yeah. No, they absolutely should be. Not just moved around. They're getting in so much trouble for this. You guys can't back this. That's why I asked that question. You guys are like, she doesn't want a conversation. I do. But I don't see what reality you're living in anymore where you can try to justify this. Your own president's not justifying this. It's not happening. Oh my God, that was fast. I didn't even see the cowboy hats.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was like, Jesus. All right, we'll do that one then. Yeah, like there's nothing for you guys to defend anymore. In my opinion, it's not my opinion. Donald Trump has backed the fuck off. Let's go find that. I don't think you guys listen to him talk at all, by the way. You should probably listen to Trump speak a little more. It might serve you to actually listen to this withering man speak. This is about Bovino.
Oh, the message is out that Tom Homan is in.
Yeah.
Commander Bovino is supposedly leaving Minneapolis along with some CBP agents. Is this a pullback?
I don't think it's a pullback. It's a little bit of a change. Everybody in this room that has a business, you make little changes. Bovino is very good, but he's a pretty out there kind of a guy, and in some cases that's good. Maybe it wasn't good here.
Maybe it wasn't good here. He's not supporting him.
What in the Cracker Barrel is that restaurant?
I don't know.
It looks like if Cracker Barrel and Bob Evans had a baby and they had more white people in the back, so they barely knew how to salt and pepper shit.
Yeah. Again, I showed you yesterday that you guys lost Fox. You guys lost Trey Gowdy on Fox, the Fantastic Beast villain himself. This is another instance of him speaking from the voice of a former prosecutor.
I think there's a temptation in our culture to want to be first and not necessarily want to be right. I've seen this video. Look, I was a prosecutor. I used to watch these videos for a living. This guy is not a domestic terrorist, and I don't understand why it is so hard for those of us in public service to say from time to time, you know what, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. I was given bad information. I looked at the wrong evidence. I mean, people will trust you more if you say, you know what, I did not get that one right. The moral of the story is wait until the investigation is over, as hard as it is. No matter where you are in law enforcement, let the facts lead your talking. Do not talk and then hope the facts match up later on.
Oh. Maybe you guys should listen to your Fox News hosts. They're not mine. They're yours. Probably be a good idea. You'd rather Tim Walz running out of government. What does that even mean? He's the governor of Minnesota right now. He's no longer running, so congratulations. Thank you, Urkatron. You guys have probably just elected Amy Klobuchar. Congratulations. Good job. You guys are doing great. Who brings guns to a peaceful protest, Joe Gonzalez says. Gun-toting 2A constitutional Americans do, 'cause you can. By the way, what happened with Alex Preddy wasn't a protest. They were in the street. ICE decided they were going to conduct something there in that street. And he just happened to be in the street filming. Never pulled his gun. Never brandished it. He was disarmed. And then he was murdered.
Well, I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of slower clips, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly. But apparently the guy who took his gun accidentally discharged it.
I don't know
And
that I
that's-
believe that because there's no smoke or
Right.
recoil off his arm.
Correct.
There was no recoil. I understand
it's-
what people are theorizing.
Right. But again, to the
Um,
people who are like, you don't bring a gun to a protest, what about states where you can carry by your constitutional right?
Koba Kano says ICE has the right. I'm not even talking about ICE. Did you know that it wasn't an ICE agent or ICE agents who shot Alex Preddy? An ICE agent shot Renee Good, which, by the way, if you haven't looked at the autopsy on that, you should. There was a shot through her chest that went through her forearm, a shot that grazed her, and a shot that hit her in the left temple. So that would have been when the car was already out of the way. And he shot again when he was free of danger. But he shot her again. I can open the lines back up, but if the bots start up again, I'm going to turn it off. So MAGA, maybe talk to your fellow people and tell them not to do that so that you can try and have conversations with me. Maybe try that. So.
You also seem to forget about Rittenhouse. Didn't he drive across state lines just to go protest with a gun?
As a minor? He said he was protecting a business that he ended up not being anywhere near. Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do.
I never thought in the year 2026 I would ever agree with Kyle Rittenhouse.
And I mean, here's the thing, I still don't. Because what we're doing by pointing out Rittenhouse is we're pointing out the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy of making one person a hero to a point that he went on Turning Point stage and was introduced with pyrotechnics, versus treating an ICU VA nurse as some sort of domestic terrorist enemy when he is the helper we're supposed to be supporting. That's the hypocrisy we're showing, not that Alex Preddy should have been only treated similar to Kyle Rittenhouse in way of he constitutionally was allowed to hold a weapon. Thank you for calling the stream, H-State. Who'd you vote for? Hi, H-State. Who'd you vote for?
My name's Alex. I'm in North Carolina, and I voted for Trump.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 32.
All right, did you think that the shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy were justified?
I would have shot her myself.
That's cool. Fuck off. You guys are weird. You guys are just weird. You guys have fantasies of who you are that is not who you are. That's it, that's all. Hi, Ari.
Oh, did I hit request?
I don't know. I thought you did.
You can keep me up. It's fine. I'm home at lunch, but I didn't remember hitting the button. I must have swiped across the screen as I was like setting my phone down to take off my shoes. That makes sense. I was wondering why it sounded low. I was like, why did she sound so low?
Wipe across the street.
Peasant, how are you today?
Who are you calling a peasant?
That's
no, I'm
your
just
name.
kidding. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Look, I tried to complain, didn't work. I cannot complain.
You know. Did you vote for Trump?
I did vote for Trump.
All right. Are you still supporting him?
I'm sort of 50-50 now. I don't support the way he's handling ICE. I do believe that that was one of my main reasons for supporting him. But I do believe that, you know, America is for Americans or anyone that's trying to be American. But if you're, you know, just coming here, if you just come here with no papers, no documentation, you can't even properly fund a neighborhood if you don't even know how many people are in there roughly.
What is the well, we can do that. We still do that with the census. You can still get counted. But what's the title that our immigration law is under?
I'm sorry, my lawyer was calling me. I have no clue. I have no
So
clue.
then how would you know what is and is not illegal in regards to immigration if you don't know the title that our immigration laws are under?
Well, I would think logically you can't just, you know,
No.
hop the fence and go into a country.
Well, logically, we have laws. So you should probably know what those are before you make a claim in regards to people's immigration status.
Well, like I was saying, I would think logically you can't just hop over a fence and go into a country.
Oh,
That
but you
would-
can.
that-
It
Oh,
happens all the time. Isn't that funny? Like, so logically, physically, they can.
And per the
what
law,
what?
they can.
Yeah, well, I was saying logically.
It's just like
Well, explain to me. Explain to me what the laws are then.
Sure, the
so
asylum law
logic.
exists. Why don't you go look
I
up
just
the
want to
asylum
point
law?
out, like,
Seeking asylum from.
anywhere.
Anywhere.
Like, you can be
That's
from
up,
any country.
that is up to
And
an immigration judge to decide whether your claim is valid or not. Most of them, a percentage of them, are denied, and then they are usually set through a process where they get a removal retainer. But you don't know that because you don't read about immigration. So where do you get your immigration information from?
Well, like I was saying before, it was just the my logic saying,
Your logic.
yeah,
So
saying
you made it
basically.
up.
Okay, all right, I'll let you. I guess you can go ahead.
So you made it up. I don't need you to explain to me how you in your brain decided how immigration works. That doesn't
Well, I
mean
mean, you
anything to
asked
me.
me. Well, you
No,
asked me, and I.
right, and you're wrong. You shouldn't use the logic of your
Well, I mean,
own
you cut me
brain.
off in the middle when I was talking, so I mean, I thought that we were having a convo. But go ahead.
You
she had
cannot
asked you.
use the logic of your own brain for laws when we have them set in stone.
Right, but you asked me where did it come from, and I was telling you.
Yeah,
And you're telling me what I can't do, but I did
it's
it though.
wrong.
So.
Yeah, don't do that anymore. Go read about it. Don't do that. Do not go on panels and spread your opinion of logic that is just stuff in your brain you made up. Don't do that.
Yeah. The point I'm making is that you asked me where did I get it from, and when I tell you,
Yeah,
you cut
you're
me
wrong.
off.
Yeah, and you're wrong. Where you got it from is wrong.
Yeah. She asked you specifically, like, where you got your information from, which is, it's a very specific question, and your response of, like, from my own mind just doesn't make sense. It means you made it up yourself. And then it's not information, it's an opinion.
Correct.
Yeah, fair, and I voted based off an opinion.
Cool. Opinions can be wrong.
Right.
Well, you're wrong. Would you like to go read about immigration law? And I don't want to see you on any more debate talk panels talking about the logic of your opinion.
Well, with all due respect, I don't think you.
Read. Instead of being on here, instead of being on TikTok, go read. You can just jump the fence.
It's cute of you to assume that they have that capacity.
I know they don't.
I think he does, but
If they would have just funded Elmo.
Elmo.
Elmo teach you how
Who
to
dat?
read.
Well,
maybe
Joke's
not.
on you.
Maybe not. By the way, I know I had mentioned it yesterday, but the Minnesota elections, state special elections for districts 47A and 64A, were yesterday. Yeah, one of them was uncontested, so that was not going to be an automatic win. But the other one won with, it's like plus 91 points. So good job, guys. Even so, there was only a very small percentage of turnout. It was a total of around 6,000 voters who turned out. We can do better than that. We can do so much better than that. But it did push Minnesota forward. So make sure we are keeping track of that. Later on this week, I will be talking about the elections in Texas. There's one for Texas 18, which is a runoff election. And then there is one for a general election in Plano that you guys need to be aware of if you are in those areas of Texas. Only a fifth of the turnout in 2024. Yeah, do better. Be involved. Check your voter registration. I have
midterms
links
are
for that
hard.
in my bio. Make sure that they have not purged you from their voter rolls, because especially in Texas, they are doing that. So make sure you are registered, check your voter registration, and vote. Fucking vote.
what is this word? VOTE.
You know. Derek over in the
I've
Tubes
never
chat
heard of it.
is yelling. He says, you can jump the fence, but that doesn't mean they have the right to stay here, which means they are here illegally. Per the asylum law, they
Right.
can claim asylum. They are then given a TPS. If they pass their credible fear screening with that CBP agent, they are then given TPS status to go through the court system for their asylum case, and they are here legally. Yes, you can read the asylum law. It is there for you. It's very one-sided. I'm a Democrat and I'm embarrassed. It's not one-sided. Just have factual information and not your feelings. That's all I want you to do. Or cry. You can do that too. That's fine. Keep crying in the Tubes chat.
You have food, you
That's
have
all they know
water.
how to do.
Yeah.
You've been fed. The fuck you want? Don't mad at me. Little butt face.
Ooh, did he answer that question? It's interesting. So Rubio is being questioned about Venezuela. I did have this. So Rubio to warn that U.S. is prepared to use force if Venezuela does not meet demands. The Trump administration is ready to take new military action against Venezuela if the country's interim leadership strays from U.S. expectations. So shocker, we're going to bully them. Proxy state. Thank you for calling the stream, H State. Who'd you vote for? Why do you guys do that? In prepared testimony for a hearing before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Rubio says the U.S. is not at war with Venezuela and that its interim leaders are cooperating, but he notes that the Trump administration would not rule out using additional force following the capture of Nicolas Maduro.
Bro, what?
It's all fucking bot numbers from the same area code.
Also, did you have any issues logging into Studio today?
No.
Mine like signed me out last night,
Oh.
and it took me at least 5 minutes to allow me to sign back in, and I wanted to throw if Live Studio was a physical entity, it would have been tossed out the window and probably set on fire in the yard. I was so annoyed.
That's fair. There's 176 people in there. Let's boop that screen up to 60,000 likes. I would appreciate it if you did some tapping. Also, if 90 of you sent $1, we would hit my goal today. I would really appreciate it. We are kind of functioning off of my money right now. So it'd be wonderful if you guys could help a bitch out. That would be great.
And it logged me out again.
Ugh, you fucking kidding me? Let's see. Am I gonna have to type it into fucking... No. Okay, we're fine. FBI executing search warrant at Georgia election office related to 2020 vote, law enforcement official says.
Are you fucking... Can we just...
Let it go! He lost!
Can we get over it?
Let it go!
Like-
60, upwards of 60 court cases. He lost. It's over.
Let it go.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation is executing a search warrant at a Fulton County election office in Georgia related to the 2020 election. A law enforcement official familiar with the matter said on Wednesday, FBI agents were spotted entering the Fulton County Election Hub and Operations Center, said Fox News, which first reported the search of a new facility that state officials opened in 2023. That's just a new number that you made so that you can keep calling me with nothing. The probe is related to the 2020 election, which Republican President Donald Trump lost to Democrat Joe Biden, the official said.
Nuh-uh.
Representatives for Fulton County's election office referred queries to the county's External Affairs Office, which did not immediately return a call seeking comment. The Democrat-leaning county, home to Atlanta, backed Biden by a wide margin in the 2020 election, helping him win the state and the presidency. Trump unsuccessfully sought to overturn the result, pressuring the state's top election official to find him, that would be Brad Raffensperger, to find him votes, that would be 11,870 votes, that would allow him to claim victory. Earlier this month, he asked a state court for $6.2 million in legal fees he said he spent fighting criminal charges of election interference filed by the county's top prosecutor, Fani Willis. He just can't let things go. He lost.
Trump is suing the government of Georgia. Did I hear that right?
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it. Let's see.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He tried to. What is it? He asked a state court for $6.2 million in legal fees for Fani Willis.
Bro, can you, like, stop crying? Is that a purpose?
He lost.
Get a fucking
Biden did
life.
the same thing. What did Biden do?
What?
What do you mean Biden
When
did the same
Biden
thing?
sue for legal fees?
For what? Show me that. Earth to Cambam. Earth to Cambam. Give me the factual information on the court case for that. I would like to see it. Like, legitimately. Again,
I would
I'm not being an
love
asshole. I'm
to see
asking.
that.
I would love to see this. Where's this information? I'll wait. David Bork, you
Bro.
are a grown man. You are calling Trump daddy. You should probably seek a therapist. I mean, I get it. My dad's dead. I have daddy issues, but that's weird. What constitutes due process in this situation? In what situation, Positrack?
The 5th and 14th Amendment.
Right.
Duh.
But what are you talking? What context are you speaking about specifically? Stop calling with 509 numbers. I'm just gonna keep blocking them.
Shh, don't tell them. I'm just trying to copy yours.
Come on, Earth to Cambam. What you got? What did Biden do that was the same? Since you're gonna whataboutism. What'd he do? I'm waiting. Law and Order is an old show. It's not what this means to this administration. It's true. Ugh.
Mercy on me.
I just want you to know that it takes you entirely too long to make a new 509 number. It should not take you that long.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, guys, do better. I don't know how to recommend it to you, but just do better, okay? I'm sure
I
you can
tried to
manage
do
it
better,
eventually.
and I guess my voice is too recognizable, Ari.
It's fine. We'll just play stuff from Rubio being asked by Duckworth about whether we are at war.
Mr. Secretary, last March, the president invoked the Alien Enemies Act, a notorious wartime law last used for Japanese internment. He said that he was responding to the Maduro regime's supposed invasion or other acts of war against the United States. But in recent weeks, you, the Department of Justice, and our friends across the aisle have repeatedly said that we are not at war with Venezuela. Secretary Rubio, if that is true and we are not at war with Venezuela, will you advise the president to rescind his invocation of the Wartime Alien Enemies Act?
Well, that was a mechanism to remove people from our country that prevent grave danger. So, for example, we know for a fact that Tren de Aragua is a very dangerous gang. In fact, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I may have been the first member of Congress.
This is a wartime act, Mr. Secretary.
Well,
are we currently at war with Venezuela?
No, we're not in a state of war in Venezuela.
Okay, the Supreme Court has described the Alien Enemies Act as a wartime power, our Supreme Court. And before now, the Alien Enemies Act was only invoked during the War of 1812, World War I, World War II, when it was used to intern thousands of innocent civilians. Are you really arguing that the president should be able to wield an internment law?
No, but we're talking about two separate things here. So you're talking about the state of Venezuela or are describing the regime. And we're talking about, but what the president designated.
Invoked the Alien Enemies Act.
I know, Senator, but let me be clear with you. No, but what the president was talking about are these gangs that have, and these narco-trafficking groups that are waging war on the United States. There's no doubt. These groups have waged war on the United States. They have waged, for example, Tren de Aragua is not just a criminal gang presence in our street. It is a criminal gang responsible directly.
So we're at war with Tren de Aragua, which then gives us the right to use the War Powers Act to take over the government of Venezuela? What?
I mean, at least he didn't say MS-13.
What? Let me go back a little bit, see if Mr. Cam had anything for me. Nope, nothing. He just said Biden did the same thing and then walked away because he knows he can't prove it. Cool. Glad we got that. There.
So fucking great. Anyway, that's so dumb.
Ooh.
thing. Ooh, can I change this? No. Cancel. I just want to make notes.
It's wild. I don't understand it. My question was, where did you get were you talking to me, Nanya? Earth to Cambam, you don't need to ask me a question. I need you to give me the information on what Joe Biden did that was the same. That's what I need you to do.
It's ringing. It's ringing.
Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for? I heard you speaking. It's ringing.
Huh?
I heard you speaking. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
My name's Clara, and I'm from New Mexico. I was just telling my friend because we're both watching your stream.
Cool. Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Kanye until his.
Tell your friend to wash his ass crack. Probably you too, actually. Get a washcloth. Get in there. Real good. Soap. Soap and water. Do not need to see clips of Nicki Minaj. Thank you for calling the stream. Age, state, who'd you vote for?
Hello?
Hi, age, state, who'd you vote for?
Me and my friend are gonna kill you.
Sure you are.
Call 911 and don't hurt yourself. Thank you.
Get some help. We have really squishy rooms available.
Sounded like a sewer slide packed. Yeah, I was like, it sounded like a sewer slide
It
packed to
did,
me.
didn't it? Don't do that.
Weirdly enough, this is why we should have universal mental health care and universal health care in general.
I'm a leftist. That means I have weapons. You don't deserve the comfort of this country. Perez Studios, what makes me non-deserving? Because I actually speak out for the truth, and you have to live in your delusional land. It's interesting.
So did I tell you, I don't remember if I told you guys, Bailey had been jumping on top of my computer tower and turning it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I had to buy a new like stand for it, right? So now he can lay on top of it without touching the top of my computer tower, which he is currently doing right now to clean his tail. I swear he did that shit on purpose. He's like, I think there's a button here I can press, and it goes bye-bye. It turns off the noise I hear.
God, it would
Just
suck to
that
have
doesn't
to
help
lie
when
for Trump.
Bailey just wants to be around me in his own weird way, but also while wreaking havoc. He wants to lay on my keyboard and all of those other things. He's just a menace to me, specifically.
All right, so more Rubio. It must suck to have to lie for Trump. Like, it can't feel good. That's why he looks like he's lost his soul, because he sold it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Ranking Member, and thank you, Secretary Rubio, for being here. I'm going to get right into it because I want to build on Senator Van Hollen's line of questioning. President Trump pardoned the former Honduran president after he was convicted of trafficking roughly 400 tons of cocaine into the United States. Cocaine that contributed to the deaths of tens of thousands of Americans year after year. Yet the president and his cabinet authorized a military operation to capture Nicolas Maduro in order to arrest him for virtually the same crime. So, yes or no, because I have a bunch of questions here. To the best of your knowledge, was Hernandez convicted of trafficking approximately 400 tons of cocaine into the United States?
I'm not involved in the pardon process. I can tell you.
No,
that
I'm just
the
asking
president-
if
Yeah, but I don't do yes or no. I don't play games.
I don't do yes or no on just factual information.
I don't do yes or no, and then followed by I don't play games. I'm sorry, that's antithetical. Like that doesn't work.
Oxymoron.
This is not a game show.
Do you know okay, so I'm just going to tell you
So I can answer your question because I know what you're getting at, but go ahead.
was
ask.
convicted. I know.
The president
Agree
felt
with-
that he was unfairly treated. I can't give you much insight because I'm not involved in the pardon process.
Would you not concede? Can you not understand how the American people and how the world are clearly going to be frustrated by the hypocrisy of this when one man is convicted and pardoned and another man captured, and how it undermines the United States' credibility on the world stage?
But the difference is that, again, I can't opine on the specifics of his case because I wasn't involved in the pardon, but he was not a sitting office holder. He was not even the president of Honduras when that decision was made, either to convict him. The difference between him and Nicolas Maduro is he was actively engaged in narco trafficking. It was an ongoing endeavor.
I think it does undermine our credibility, but I'm going to move on to some...
Such a fucking, there's such pretzels, and I know they don't stretch. Like, wild.
Stretching is hard and it hurts. And this cat's just like, I'm gonna sit partially on your keyboard.
Oh, that's interesting. So from the clip that we just watched, right? Am I incorrect in my opinion that he is saying that the reason that it's worse with Maduro's because Maduro was sitting as an elected official as president? Because that's what it sounded like, right? It was worse because Maduro was actively contributing being a leader in that country. Well, that's interesting because that's not the answer he gives later with Rand Paul.
What it is, and let's vote on these things. But I think we're in violation of both the spirit and the law of the Constitution by bombing a capital, blockading a country, and removing elected officials. And we certainly wouldn't tolerate it, nor would I if someone did it to us.
But we didn't remove an elected official. We removed someone who was not elected, and it was actually an indicted drug trafficker in the United States, and their system.
Our laws, indicted under our laws. Look, Bolsonaro says that Da Silva is not really the president of Brazil. Our president said Biden wasn't really the president. Hillary Clinton said in 2016 Trump wasn't the president. So you have these arguments, and I agree with you. It probably was, and most likely was, most assuredly was a bad election. He wasn't really elected. But at the same time, if that's our predicate, and you don't have to come to us because it's a drug bust, we're just removing somebody, you can see where it leads to, and it leads to chaos. And that's why we have rules like the Constitution, so we don't get so far out there that presidents can do whatever they want. It is this check and balance. And I would argue for 70 years we've been going the wrong way. It isn't just this president, but it's a debate that I think is worth having. What it is.
You're getting in trouble with, by the way, I'm not a Rand Paul fan, but he's what you would call a real Republican. I know you guys don't like that.
They take so offense to that. But I like he's like, well, you know, Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden both said that Hillary Clinton said Trump wasn't the legitimate president. Trump said that Biden wasn't the legitimate president. Does that set a precedent that other countries can yeet?
Whoever they just don't think was elected fairly. Your
Russia.
What does it say? Your silence is your approval. Thank you for the 20 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You didn't send a message with it, but I appreciate your super chat. Wild. So yeah, these are interesting clips, I think. Also, in one of them, he pretty much calls Caroline Leavitt a liar, which we knew she is, right? So we did this that week where Donald Trump was at Davos and called Greenland Iceland 3 separate times. And Caroline Leavitt did everything in her will to defend it by saying he said it was a land of ice, you libs. Like, no, that's not what happened. We have the video proof to prove it. But not only that, Senator Kaine asks Rubio, the president repeatedly mistook Iceland for Greenland, right? Rubio says, yeah, he meant to say Greenland, but I think we're all familiar with presidents that have verbal stumbles. Senator Kaine says, nice try.
Oh. Nice try.
But also you admitted that Caroline Leavitt lied by trying to support it. Okay.
Listen, okay, so random thing, right? So I started trying to keep track of like timestamps of my callers, and I realized that there's a certain point where I just start speed running through them. Where I'm just like, yeah, you suck.
Yeah, no.
Kind of feel bad,
Joanna
actually.
Man, what are you bringing up sources for? I missed the conversation between you and Nunya. I don't know what you're bringing up sources of. What are you trying to prove? Because I can bring them up on the screen and we can talk about them. I'm not sure what your position is. Unless you're on my side and you're giving sources to somebody who's not on our side and I don't know what their position is. But I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, now they're gonna whataboutism about Biden in there. You guys are unwell. He had a stutter. He stumbled over words. He fucked up on shit he said. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. But Donald Trump can't admit when he does. That's the difference, right? If he made a stumble or said something incorrectly, he would absolutely come out and correct it. The difference here is that Donald Trump won't correct it, and he has an entire administration dedicated to continue the lie for him. That's the difference.
Yeah. Oh, so real quick, guys, for those who are in the server, and I don't know if Pup is watching your live right now, but Pup had asked a question about if ICE were chasing an individual who is here legally or is in fact a citizen, if they ran to a National Guard post, tells the NG that they were here legally, would the NG ask to see a warrant, like protecting the individual, or would the NG just have to step aside? So Bishop replied, quick version, the NG isn't ICE and isn't a sanctuary either. And this is basically what I was thinking too. If the NG is under state control, which is most of the time, they don't enforce immigration law and aren't required to help ICE, but they also don't act as a shield or demand warrants on someone's behalf. If ICE still needs its own lawful authority to detain someone, especially if the person is a citizen or lawfully present, but the NG would most certainly just stand aside and kick it up the chain rather than intervene. Unless the NG is federalized or explicitly tasked, they typically do nothing beyond force protection and command referral.
So Joanna Man, the source that you're bringing up is accurate. Yes, under the Obama administration, the ACLU estimates that around 75% of the people deported under the Biden administration were deported under expedited removal and were not seen in front of a judge. Now, the ACLU, and I would agree with them, would say that their opinion of expedited removal is unconstitutional in its use for not having individualized due process. And I would agree with them. Nobody here is defending Biden. At least I'm not. I'm not defending Biden's use, or Obama. I'm not defending Obama's use of expedited removal. I think that that's wrong. I don't agree with it. I think that, yes, the court system, the judicial system is slow, and we need to fund it better. We need more immigration judges. We need to be able to get this process more efficient. But I would agree with them. But that is a factual statement. Yes, that is not a whataboutism to then continue to allow Donald Trump to do what he's doing. And Donald Trump isn't even just doing expedited removal, though. He is actively violating due process on claims of green card status and asylum cases where they are allowed and required to see a judge. It is not the same thing as finding a completely undocumented person and using expedited removal on them, which I still would disagree with. That's not what Donald Trump is doing. He is taking people who have legitimate asylum claims and cases and taking people who have legitimate green card status and removing them without them seeing a judge. That's where the delineation is. There is a difference. So who was wrong? Both of them. They were both wrong for different reasons. So, since Obama is gone and that cannot be solved, we can fix it now under Trump. It was a big issue during the Obama administration. Would you like to see it? You know how many times the ACLU sued? Why were you able to find that 75%, Joanna Man? Why were you able to find that? Did the ACLU have an entire page dedicated to the conversation in regards to the increase in expedited removal by chance? Did the ACLU do that? Did they publish it in May 1st of 2014? Did they do that?
No. Not at all. I went to touch the fridge and got static shock.
Did immigration advocates rally to curb deportations? Did they have giant protests where they walked to the Capitol to try to make it stop? April 5th of 2014, did that happen? Oh, it did. So the people, us, who are freaking out about what Trump is doing, were also still protesting under Obama because nobody agreed with expedited removal and how it was being used and how it was being done.
So there's a couple things that go with this, right? And just a reminder, guys, there's one individual who made the presidency a political field or a showmanship field, right? There's one individual who did that. So you guys have very limited short-term memories on what the media was reporting 10 years ago or more, because it wasn't so
we didn't have TikTok.
politicized. Yeah, we didn't have TikTok. People weren't using YouTube like that. Twitch definitely wasn't a thing for politics. It was a thing for games, right? Like, it was, politics was not shoved in your face on a daily basis back then. Now it's literally, it's like a game show, because that's how Donald Trump treats it. So you all don't remember that these things were legitimately happening during that time. People were protesting. It was all over the news because you weren't paying attention until your orange man got in office.
Correct. Rob, who is a friendly in the chat, brought up the SCOTUS case that ruled against the ACLU in regards to expedited removal. Yes, that is factually the case. So the law is that expedited removal is constitutional per the SCOTUS case. I personally don't agree with that, but that's just my my feelings. It means nothing to the law. SCOTUS ruled that expedited removal can be used. But again, Joanna Man, my claim wasn't just about expedited removal, correct? I said that they're not the same, because what Donald Trump is doing is actively violating due process in cases that the law requires them to have them. Not expedited removal, but cases where they are required, which is why he is losing in court. In things like Leah Ramos's case and his father's case, the 5-year-old who was taken, they have been ordered that they cannot be deported because they have a credible asylum claim that is going through. So again, it is different. If you want to denigrate Obama for his immigration policy, by all means, have at it. I will not disagree with you. Go ahead. I'm not going to defend Obama for his immigration policy. I refuse. But why do you use that as a justification for Trump? You're just mad that I'm calling it out on all sides now, and you can't do the same. Call it out on all sides. What Obama did was wrong. What Trump is doing is wrong. But Obama didn't have ICE and CBP patrolling our cities, not on missions. He had them there doing targeted removals. He did not have them patrolling our cities and going door to door.
Patrolling a city that only has 130,000 immigrants, by the way.
Koba Kano, thank you for the $5 super chat. The 14th Amendment does not apply to illegals. Trump is doing the right thing. It is irrelevant what the Supreme Court says. That's interesting. Let's go 14th Amendment. We'll start there because that's a lot that you got going on there. I spelled that wrong and that's totally fine. All right. 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States, comma, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, which would be immigrants. Because immigrants, if you're going to claim are illegal, means they're subject to the jurisdiction of our law, therefore subject to our Constitution. By the way, go look up SCOTUS cases in regards to citizens versus persons and its usage in the Constitution. And subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor denied to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protections of the law. You don't seem to care about that anyway, because as you said in your super chat, it is irrelevant what the Supreme Court says. That's a crazy argument. I'm so glad that you have decided to take the Constitution and wipe your ass with it.
I mean, it's not crazy. They don't care. They don't think that there's a separation of powers within our government for the three governing bodies, or that it's co-equal branches. Also, just look up Plyer v. Doe. It actually breaks down the clarification marks of what subject to the jurisdiction they're in is about. Correct. And you want to know why? Because if immigrants did not qualify as persons subject to the jurisdiction of the United States of America, you wouldn't ever be able to charge them in the United States of America for having committed a crime.
You're also assuming these people can read.
Also that. Joanna Man says, but if you came here I think you meant illegally, and you're already breaking laws. The moment you step over that border, I don't think you have those rights. If you
What law did they break?
Well, no, it's not that. Here's the thing. Per the Constitution, he's trying to say you don't have the protection of the rights, but you can be subject to the jurisdiction of the laws being broken. If you are subject to the law, you have the protection of that same law. Or else, they're not subject to us at all, and they can do whatever the fuck they want. That was some really soft sit arguing that you're kind of doing. If you can be told you have violated a law, you are also offered the protection of that law. And if you break the law as a U.S. citizen, you also have the rights, the protection of that law.
Yeah. Also, Arizona v. United States 2012 Supreme Court ruling clarified that simply existing within the bounds of the United States of America and being considered deportable does not make one a criminal, because according to our legal justice system, you have to be convicted in a court of law to be a criminal, and it is innocent until proven guilty. And what falls under being deportable, one might ask? Having crossed the border through a non-port of entry.
But again, that's just your charge, and then you go into your case. That's how this works.
I loved. I have a question. Do they have to pay to send the super chat?
Yes.
So this person paid to be wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. They do it to Audie all the time. That's why I was so excited to get to where I am on the tubes, because they absolutely will.
Oh, that cheered me up so much when you read that super chat, and I said, wait.
How I know
Are they selling their stupidity?
Anymore. Yes, Kiki, you don't tune into my lives enough. I literally get paid to be insulted.
I think you get more from the ops than you do friendlies when you're live.
Yeah.
I learned.
Amount? No. But I've been paid. Oh my God. At least just in one night, I did receive, $700 from former Trump supporters.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
I can only brag about the 150 that Maddie got. Because I muted the person and I dropped them.
You can make me go away too if you complete my goal, and I'll go away for the day. I can take a vacation, that's fine. But a bitch gotta make money. Marty, you said hi.
Come here. Love me.
Interesting. You guys are wild. I don't know what land.
Oh, is that the neighborhood cat that keeps harassing Whiskey? Yeah, this is Ginger. Do you not hear him? Do you not hear him? No. Hold on. Nope.
Oh, now I can.
I heard that. Back. You're fine. I know.
He's not fine.
He is not.
He's not
happy.
It's like
He
this is
should be
bad.
gone, Whiskey. He's gone. He's gone.
He's not.
Whiskey.
The essence of him
okay.
still exists.
If we had more than enough money, we would take him in because, you know.
Hi, Nikwan.
But number one, $300 for a down deposit for a cat. $300.
Yeah.
We don't have $300.
What the fuck? If you keep him as an outdoor cat, you wouldn't have to tell them.
Yeah, but it was really cold out, and I got really nervous. I thought he was gonna be dead.
It doesn't sound like
What?
Whiskey would be thrilled about keeping him.
No, he's a spoiled boy.
What is this?
Baby, I'm not going anywhere. Whiskey. Look, cat can't come in.
Lanati, I did see that. Yeah. So the VA has published a new rule. The policy rolls back access to abortion in most cases, even in the cases of rape and incest, and allowing the procedure in cases where the mother's life is at risk, right? So yeah, it's a damn near total abortion ban in regards to if you are an active service member through the VA.
I need to fucking remove my uterus.
You should have them pay for it.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Fuckers. Not unless it's
I already
absolutely
inquired.
needed, not voluntarily.
I already
yeah.
inquired, like tying my tubes or even possibly removal, and they're like, "What does your partner say?" It's like, "I'm single."
I hate that.
The fuck?
I don't
Also,
care what they say.
Like, cheeky, and don't hate me for saying this, but aren't you above the age of 35?
I am.
Yeah, you're already what is considered, quote, geriatric. I'm not calling you
Right.
that. That's just what the medical term is.
Right.
Any pregnancy after the age of 35 comes with a higher risk, and also of, like, you personally having issues, the fetus having anomalies. Like, bro.
The term is actually, this is legitimate. I'm not being an asshole. The term is geriatric. Yeah.
Yep. Even just getting birth control, it has always been a pain.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
While I was in South Carolina, I got into birth control. Then I missed my renewal by like a week, and they're like, "Oh, well, we have to do like a whole testing again." I was like, I literally just missed the day to get it. I'm like, yeah, well, we have to make sure. It's like I was literally on birth control a week ago. So the entire paperwork again, tests, make sure I'm not pregnant, even though I'm inactive. I was like, sure, whatever.
I think I need to make an appointment for a pap smear. I need to go back and look at my appointments.
And that was just on while I was activated. Once I got out of that assignment and I went on my own, for some reason I still had to pay $300. I was like, wait, is this not covered? I was like, yeah, that's with the coverage. So how? What? Okay.
Why does his hair look like that today? I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to show you what he looks like today. That freeze frame was not on purpose, but it happened, and I don't want to talk about it.
He's fuzzy.
But yeah, why
No,
is he?
look at his hair. It's glowing. The light is shining upon him. The world is ready for him to, quote, see the light.
The world is ready. That's true. What the? He does not look okay. All right. I just was,
Bruh.
He's talking about fire and opening up the water again. Because he has to go through the greatest hits because MAGA's brain can only take...
Ride the light is crazy.
Ride the light. Freebird. I'm still right. Koba Kano, you're not right about the 14th Amendment. Show me. You disregarded SCOTUS. SCOTUS disagrees with you, which means you are not right. Per our law, you are not correct about the 14th Amendment and its application. If you disregard SCOTUS, that doesn't make you right. It only makes you right with you, and that's cool. Keep being delusional. Does not make you correct. As per the law, SCOTUS has defined that the 14th Amendment applies to non-citizens.
Laws are social contracts.
So he paid another $2 to say born or naturalized, comma, and less than sign subject to. No illegal. Comma means in addition to. That means when I have my shoes, my hat, comma, and my coat. Those are all three different things, but they all belong to me in succession. So born or naturalized, comma, and subject to this jurisdiction thereof, which is a separate thing, meaning non-citizens. That's why it says persons instead of citizens. If it wanted to talk about citizens, SCOTUS would have said that the language would need to be changed to all citizens, born or naturalized, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. It does not say that because SCOTUS has defined the terms with which they use citizens in the Constitution and persons and how it is interpreted. In addition to being born or naturalized. Correct. In addition to. Meaning that if you are born or naturalized or subject to the jurisdiction thereof, meaning non-citizens, the 14th Amendment applies to you and you get due process. Same with the 5th.
And English is not even my first language and I know it.
I'll refer them to Plyer v. Doe.
Again, there are multiple court cases you can read on this. Yes, please read Plyer v. Doe. Not that you care, Kobo Kano, because you said SCOTUS is irrelevant. So again, this is just your opinion, which is wrong. It's wrong. Please go to a lawyer's office. I'm begging of you. Go find a paralegal. And I would like you to film yourself asking the paralegal about the 14th Amendment. I just want to see it.
Please, I would love something that I can go back and laugh at.
So not only was my live suppressed last night, but TikTok didn't even get me the full recording.
What the fuck?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, like I was on from 8:30 to 11 o'clock. That's 2.5 hours. It has an hour and 55 minutes. I fucking hate TikTok.
And then Jab said...
I mean that with my full chest.
Jab said that a comma is just for a pause in a sentence. Oh, sweetheart.
Did you Google that? Cookie pie. Perhaps you should use your Google machine. The phone that is in your hand. What does a comma mean? How is a comma used in a sentence? Yes, you should, like when you're reading something and a comma is utilized in a sentence, you should pause. But that's when you're reading it.
This is the Library and Academic Support Services for the CSP. Commas. I can't believe we have to educate you on this. You guys are
Jesus
unwell.
Christ.
A comma, it looks like this in case you haven't seen one.
I don't know what clause.
Is a punctuation mark used to indicate a pause, a separate parts of a sentence or clarify meaning. Look, they used Oxford commas in the sentence to describe it. It helps make sentences easier to read by separating ideas, items in a list, clauses, or even words. As a general guide, commas are used when one would normally pause for breath when speaking, and they are used to indicate general subdivisions within a sentence.
Comma.
For example, I bought apples, oranges, and grapes. Those are not all the same thing, but they are all on the shopping list.
This is too woke.
I have to teach English right now.
This is why we know English. You guys speak American. Keep thinking that Jesus Christ. We speak American here. No, thank you. I'd rather speak English.
Before conjunctions or compound sentences, when two independent clauses are connected with a conjunction, like for, and, nor, but, or yet, or so, a comma is needed before the conjunction. I wanted to go to the beach, but it started raining. She studied hard, so she passed the exam. It's not just a pause.
Conjunction.
I know the Spanish. I know the Spanish one. I also speak hillbilly and sign language. I'm sorry, Lakin. More power to you.
I cannot.
What is happening?
I was teaching English.
Dum-dums.
Conjunction, where's your favorite?
The drafters, Kobakano says, the drafters of the 14th Amendment would not have used an, but rather or. Correct. Thank you for proving my point. Let's read the 14th again, shall we?
I was just playing pool and we're talking about commas.
So, if the founders would not have used and, they would have used or. All persons born or naturalized in the United States, instead of and, we're going to use or subject to the jurisdiction thereof. You just proved my fucking point with your own sentence, Kobakano. If they would not have used and, even though that's how it's written, they used and, so I guess interesting. Or, and they're separating items. So let's say, like our example, let me dumb it down for you. I bought apples. There's one item.
Example.
I bought oranges. There's one. I bought grapes. There's another. They're all separate things.
And say they don't seem to understand the use of and or in a sentence.
After a comma.
After or even without a comma. They don't even understand it without a comma. All right? So let's do this. Would you like coffee or tea? Actually, I'll have coffee and tea. Spot the difference. And that's kind of actually what happens in the 14th Amendment.
Right.
Which is hilarious.
This would be coffee. This would be tea.
Kobakano keeps proving that his tests were handed to him upside down.
The fact that and is used makes them a single item. No, not because there's a comma.
Jesus Christ.
To pause.
God,
so like, let's do for example.
Is he paying you for this still?
No, but I'm doing this now just because
then ignore him.
But no, I'm gonna after this example. When you're talking about something and you make a sentence and then you do a comma and you say, however, and then that sentence continues, that is what it's doing here. So all persons born or naturalized and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, persons, all persons. So what it's saying is we stop here, right? So all persons subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States.
Oh my God. Did you see Mile High's message?
Look how MAGA chuds who can't use you're probably think they know English. Yeah. Yeah. Y-O-U-R. Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
222.
222.
We're
here and here.
Wild.
Where?
Where? There.
It would be where, because they can't even get were right, and then we are as well. So were.
They are
Right.
there and there.
Ah, man.
If they're having this much trouble with commas, then what's their description or what do they think about the semicolon in the same?
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck. They're having issues with the commas and or being utilized in the same section
Correct.
of the 14th Amendment. You can't bring in the semicolon. That's going to break their brain.
Because you could write that sentence out without commas. If we were doing it Kobakano's way, we could write it
would be a
without the
horrible
comma
run-on.
and say all persons born or naturalized and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States. You wouldn't have to put commas in there. They're
Gee,
separated.
nobody is complaining. We're making fun of y'all.
Yes.
I just wanted to point out that since the average American reads
Correct.
Doesn't read above a 5th grade level, that means that a significant portion of the American citizenry reads below a 5th grade level.
Don't tell them that.
Midwest, they can't spell conjugate. Don't give them.
Oh my God.
Big words.
They don't even know your and your. Okay. And like, guys, this is so difficult. Anyway, somebody eat me. I love you. Gotta go back. Bye.
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 I have to eat lunch. I'm not really seeing anybody to like raid. So I think we might just get off.
I see Twista. I see Twista.
Is she live or is Crow live? And
I think
she's
it's
on
Twista.
Oh.
Twista.
Okay, then we can raid.
Yeah, it's her.
Okay, then we can raid Twista. Somebody's gonna have to put that in the chat because I always forget. Unless she's on the same one. Is it Team 2
Is
plus
it Team
4?
2 plus
Team
4?
Tooth.
Team Tooth.
We just need to find a cure for this epidemic of functional illiteracy.
It's called school.
It's called yes.
RJ, you're not live.
Right, RJ.
Why'd you make him a
It's
mod?
called funding red state schools.
Because
The blue states already get the funding.
Kobakano, no, because SCOTUS has ruled against you
Oh.
on this. Please read the SCOTUS cases in regards to how the 14th Amendment is meant to be interpreted and applied. Thank you so much for your time. Actually, real
I know,
quick,
Liz.
before we do that, let me go say bye to them. God. YouTube and Twitch.
They can't hear us, right?
Kobakano, yes, they can.
Oh, fuck.
They can hear you.
Damn it.
YouTube and Twitch. Get your shit together. Get it together. Like, really, really get it together. Go look up Plier v. Doe. Figure your life out. Yeah, that's about it. I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. I appreciate you guys so much.